Earlier in the show, we talked about scallop season officially being underway here in the Bay Area. But then comes the question, Natalie, how do you actually prepare them? What's the best ways to do that, right?
You know, I've got lots of questions. That's why we are bringing in Chef Paul Goverson, the executive chef at the Plantation on Crystal River. Welcome to the show, Chef. And I must say, this has probably got to be maybe a favorite time of the year for you when it comes to preparing scallops.
Well, it's our favorite, and it's also our busiest time of the year. This is like our Christmas in the summer because everyone comes in on Crystal River and Plantation and they go out and catch the scallops. And then they catch the scallops and they need to know what to do with them, so they come in and they have us cook them for them.
So what are the most popular ways to prepare scallops, and what's your favorite way? I know you're going to show us a recipe, kind of a fancy recipe we were saying, but what's the kind of your favorite way, most simplest way to prepare them?
Well, probably my favorite is a dish that I kind of created for the Plantation, and it's just sauteed scallops in lemon butter, and then I put a Florida bacon tomato gravy over it, and then I'll serve those scallops on top of grits and then smother the scallops and the grits in the gravy, and it's pretty tasty. We also do that with grouper. When people catch grouper in Meridian, we use that same Florida tomato bacon gravy. What we're going to do today is Coquille St Jacques, which is it's a French classic, and it's complicated to some people, and I'm going to try to make it as easy as possible so everybody could do it at home today.
Well, go ahead and get started. Tell us what you're doing there, Chef.
Okay, well, first of all, I thought you should know what the scallops look like when they come out of the ocean.
I need that.
So there's actually a top and a bottom to the scallop. The dark side is the bottom, and then the white side on the top that has a little algae is the top. And then this is the scallop knife. It's not real sharp, but it's configured so that you can go in and you can just cut the shell and open it. And then you got a few innards on the inside, which is fine that you just scrape away. And then you end up and you get that little pearl, I call them, or the little scallop. I don't know if you can see that there. But it's quite time consuming. I talked to the shuckers that we have here. You can actually pay to have your scallop shucked. And it takes them about 30 minutes to shuck 5 gallons of scallops.
I think I would be, I've never shucked before. I would be so scared to try.
Well, they wear a glove. It's kind of a mesh glove, and it prevents them from getting cut by the shell and or the knife, you know, if the knife slips, or the edges of the scallop shell can be a little bit sharp. So, but believe me, they're pretty good at it, and they're pretty good. So I recommend.
Well, and I'd imagine, and Chef, you keep cooking, but I compare it, like we had snow crab legs at our house last night, and I grew up eating blue crabs, and it's just kind of part of the deal, you know? You just know that you might get a little beat up, but it's worth it.
That's right. I'm just going to start out here a little bit with some butter in the pan. I'm going to add some shallots. A shallot is a small onion, but this is the shallot that's peeled. It's a little milder than your yellow onions or your red onions. Typically, if you made the authentic Coquille St Jacques, you would poach mushrooms and scallops with the bouquet garni, which is kind of an herb bunch for flavor with water and white wine. And then you would take everything out of the pot and you would use that water and thicken it with flour to make a sauce and add heavy cream. And it's kind of time consuming. And what I'm going to do is just make everything right in the pan. And incidentally, the way I'm preparing this today it's not only keto friendly for those of you on a diet, but it's also gluten free because I'm not going to use any breadcrumbs. And I'm just going to add our scallops.
Chef, we have about a minute left just to clue you in on time.
Okay.
And finish with fire, Marshall.
A little pepper. What did you just put? What was the last thing you put in the pan? Was that mushrooms?
Those were mushrooms. So typically the Coquille St Jacques is scallops, shallots, mushrooms, white wine. And then we're going to add a little bit of heavy cream and reduce it. And then I'll add a little bit of shaved Swiss cheese.
I was just wanting to talk about scalloping season, how we know that it ends September 24th, but you offer all year around. You're able to prepare people's fish they cook, correct?
That's correct. Whatever fish is in season or they can bring in. Most of the captains that charter trips and leave the plantation, they will clean the fish that they catch when they come back. We have a fish cleaning station right on the river. And it's quite a sight to see because as they're cleaning the fish, the pelicans are waiting for their part of the snack.
Well, Chef, we are officially out of time. Thank you so much. Of course, people can come out and visit you, Plantation on Crystal River, and it's looking good. Are we close to the end, right?
You bet.
All right, Chef, thank you so much. We know it's going to be a good season with you at the helm there.
All righty, thank you. Come visit us.
We will. And of course, we'll put all those details on our website as well.